Hello everyone, welcome to Quick Tech Skills. Today we will learn about headings and paragraphs in HTML. Let's start with headings. Headings are used for titles and subtitles. HTML has 6 levels of headings from H1 to H6. H1 is used for the largest heading, H6 is used for the smallest heading. Here is an example. H1 is used for the main title, H2 is used for the subtitle. If you want very smaller text, you can use the H6 tag. Now let's see how to write headings in Visual Studio Code. I will open Visual Studio Code. I'm removing this one. Okay. We can create the file name index.html. So inside HTML, we should start with doc type. It is the which version we are using. And HTML inside the doc, HTML. It is the main root element. HTML has two parts, head and body. So head contains meta information like title, meta, links. So I start with title. So today we are learning headings and paragraphs. So I'm giving that is the title, headings and paragraphs. Okay. So after title we write meta. Meta char set is equal to UTF-8. Why we write the meta? So it supports all languages, symbols and characters to avoid the text errors. That's why we are writing meta. So I'm not, as of now, I'm not writing the link part because we would not discuss the CSS part. I'm not writing. So go to the body part. So inside the body part, so I'm writing H1. Sorry, I'm writing. So total 6 tags we would discuss, right? So I'm giving 6 tags. H3, then H4, then H5, finally H6. So I'm writing len HTML basics. Okay, I'm taking the same text for all, so it is easy to just copy paste to. Okay, so I'm saving this file and right click, open in your browsers. So now you see, first H1 heading is bold with bigger text and H2 is little bit smaller. Last H6 is very smaller text. So now you see, you got an idea. So why don't you write H7, H8? You should not get any error. You can use it, but I will see what is the difference. H7, okay, I'm writing H7. So we have only H1 to H6 types. I am trying to write H7 also. I will show in the output. Open in other browser. Now you see. So up to H1 to H6, you will see the text with bold. But this one is normal text. So you should not get any errors, but it treated like a normal text. Okay, we would discuss further classes. So go back to the topic. So headings done. So let's move to the paragraphs. We use the paragraph tag for normal text. Each paragraph starts on a new line. Here an example of paragraph. This is the first paragraph and this is the second paragraph. So now we will write this code in Visual Studio Code. So I'm keeping everything same except this one I'm deleting. So write the p tag. So for coming to headings, so we can write the multiple headings. We can use h1, h2, h3. But coming to paragraphs, we can use p tag only. It is not p1, p2, p3. So how many tags, how many paragraphs you can use? You can write the tag p only. Okay, p. Yesterday, yesterday we all will learn what is HTML and why we say dot html extension. Okay, and I'm taking another paragraph. So I'm writing today we are learning headings and paragraphs. So I'm saving this file, save, right click, open your browser. So now see the normal text. So that's why without bold use it, right? So that is about paragraphs. Now go back to the topic, line break. Line break, it is denoted with a BR. So sometimes we want to break the text inside the paragraph. So we use the BR tag. So it creates a new line without starting a new paragraph. BR tag is also called an empty tag and also called as self-closing tag. So it means it doesn't have the closing tag. So here is an example. You see the P tag has a closing tag, but BR tag doesn't have. So that's why we are calling the empty tag. Let's see the code example in Visual Studio Code. So paragraph, I'm taking the same text. Here I'm writing BR tag. So here I'm writing BR tag. So we will see what is output. File, save, and open another browser. So before the text come in one line, this entire text come in one line. So we will create it, will make it is divided into two lines. So that's why we are using line break. Go back to the topic. Now move to the thematic break. Thematic break denoted with HR tag. Thematic break creates a horizontal line on the page. It is used to separate the content or topics. Same like BR tag, it is also called empty tag. It doesn't have the closing tag. Here is an example. So now we will write it in Visual Studio Code. Go back to the Visual Studio Code. So I'm removing the BR tag. So I'm keeping the same text, just removing the BR tag. So writing the thematic break. HR. So file, save, and open in your browser. So now you will see it makes the horizontal line, right? So it separates the first paragraph and second paragraph. So that is the difference between line break and thematic break. Go back to the topic and I'm wrapping up the today's class. Today we have learned headings, paragraphs, line break, and thematic break. I hope you understood all the concepts. Please keep practicing by writing your own examples. Please don't forget, if you like this video, like, share and subscribe. So then see you in the next class with new topic.